Okay, everybody. Hello, welcome. This is Jeremy Barnett coming at you live. I'm in Orlando, Florida on a road trip. I got the internet working tonight, so excited about that. Um, I'm going to go ahead and check the screen here. Good to go. Awesome. So again, guys, welcome to the webinar tonight. We're going to be talking about why five, six, seven, even eight-figure earners are all around the world internationally are coming to our amazing company because of the power of mobile, global, and viral. We're going to talk about that, something that everybody understands. And what I'm going to do right now is I was just checking to make sure that we're live on the other screen, and we should be. Check the chats. Awesome. And all right. Cool. All right, here we go. And I'm back. All right, I'm going to go full screen here, guys, and I'm going to be sharing with you our slide presentation tonight. And I got to grab that up here, and here we go. All right. So again, welcome to the guest. So why are we so excited? Something is occurring around the world that has never occurred before. All right. I'm sorry, guys. The screen's not sharing yet. There we go. Cool. Okay, now we're live. So again, something is occurring around the world that has never occurred before. And what I'm going to share with you is nothing short of a phenomenon. Now, the definition of a phenomenon is the following. It's an unusual, significant, and remarkable occurrence. But what you're going to discover in the next few minutes is a remarkable occurrence, but it's also truly a monumental one. Now, why do I say that? Because it's something that's never happened before. It's the converging of two massive industries that's created a third industry, which is now the world's fastest growing. So let's start off with the two massive industries that are converging. Number one, the mobile phone industry, and the second one is the advertising industry. Two mega industries that we're all very familiar with. Well, let's talk about the massive mobile phone industry. But what I want is to put everything into global context first for you, to give you a global perspective of how mobile phones compares to everything in our lives. Now, we're 7 billion people on the planet, and here's what we call ours. We have 1 billion fixed landline phones. I'm sorry, 1 billion cars registered and in use, 1.1 billion fixed landline phones, 1.2 billion personal computers, and that's also including desktops, laptops, and tablets. 1.2 billion television sets, 1.7 billion credit card users, 2.1 billion internet users, and 2.2 billion people with bank accounts. And folks, most people are surprised to hear that there's still 3.9 billion radio receivers in use around the world. Mobile phones literally dwarfs them all. There's currently 6.58 billion active subscribers, equivalent to 94% of the population. That is 5.5 times more mobile phones than computers. 4 times more mobile phones than all the televisions worldwide. 4 times more mobile phones than people with credit cards. Mobile is massive. It's so massive that it passed $1 trillion a year back in 2010 and is now approaching $2 trillion. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the second industry, which is another monster. It's the advertising industry. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I think I froze up there for a second. It's the advertising industry. Now, advertising started in the old days on the radio, then it shifted to TV for years, and all the eyes were glued to the tube. Then it exploded onto the internet, and all the eyes followed. First on desktops, then laptops, and now mobile phones. You see, today the majority of us spend most of our time using mobile phones for the internet right in the palm of our hands. So, the $1.7 trillion advertising industry is rocketing directly towards the nearly $2 trillion mobile phone industry. Why? Simple answer. Because the average person looks at their mobile phone 150 times a day, and that's where all the eyeballs are today. So these two colossal industries are on a head-on collision course, and nothing is going to stop this from happening. But the collision created a third industry that is now the world's fastest growing, the mobile app industry. Now, mobile apps are the key, the bridge, and the gateway that connects these two giants, the mobile phone and the advertising industries. Mobile apps, although a tiny industry by comparison, only 30 billion, but that's really incredible because it's still just a baby. Let's think about this for a second. Mobile apps only began in 2010 when Apple started the craze by introducing iPhone apps. But that was only the beginning of the explosion. See, we measure the growth of the app industry not by the subscribers, but by the downloads. In 2010, even Apple was shocked when 10 billion apps were downloaded in the first year, and 2 years later in 2012, 30 billion apps were downloaded, and some experts were wondering if it had actually peaked, but it had not. In 2013, last year, it reached 73 billion downloads, and this year it will reach over 119 billion downloads. Okay, now let's move to what's going to happen in the next 18 months or 2016. Get ready for this, guys. Almost 300 billion apps will be downloaded. That's 800 million apps per day, or more than 500,000 per second. So it's going to grow from 10 billion downloads 4 years ago to 300 billion downloads in just the next year and a half. That's 30 times growth in 6 years. That's insane. Just absolutely massive. Folks, you don't have to be a CEO to understand those numbers. So where do you and I fit in the grand design? Why are you here on this webinar? Why did somebody invite you and think enough about you to come and check this out? Well, let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you think it's fair to say that any and all businesses would like to generate more sales from their existing customers and acquire new customers in order to generate more revenue? Of course they would. More sales equals more profit. But the question becomes, how do business owners generate more sales and get new customers? They need to advertise more, plain and simple. But the problem is this. The majority of businesses simply just can't afford it. They don't have enough money to advertise more than they're already doing. It's not in their budget. Okay, so we pretty much defined the desires and the challenges for the majority of the business owners in today's economy. They want to generate more sales from their existing customers, acquire new customers, and they cannot afford to advertise more. All right, so let's move on to the next part of the storyline. Do you believe the majority of consumers are interested in saving as much money as they possibly can? And the answer to this is an obvious yes. And how do we know this to be true? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the coupon savings programs that have exploded and popped up over the last several years and happen to be helping lots of people save lots and lots of their hard-earned money. Companies like Living Social, Groupon, Foursquare, and Retail Me Not. As you can see for yourself by the number of downloads for each of these applications, people love saving money. So let's do a quick recap. All businesses want to do more sales with existing customers. They want new customers, cannot afford to advertise more, and people love saving money, period. Now remember, we know that the eyeballs around the world, including yours and mine today, are looking at their mobile phones 150 times a day, right? Okay, get ready because I'm going to tie this all together for you right now. We are bizbiz.mobi. Okay? My screen. Okay, biz.mobi. And over the last 2 years, we've developed the first advertising, communication, and proximity mobile app of its kind anywhere in the world. Welcome to UBiz, the mobile app that provides solutions for consumers and those small, medium, and larger businesses that are owned by our family and friends, and then happen to represent 90% of the global economy. See, UBiz becomes the gateway for 90% of commerce worldwide and will grow virally with tens of millions of free members worldwide. Now, how is this possible? Because it does 3 great things to start. Number 1, it helps people save money, like those other applications that we just talked about. But what makes UBiz really unique are the next 2 features. Number 2, it empowers your favorite merchants, okay? Your local businesses that you're used to going to every single week to communicate with you wherever you are in the world. And number 2, by using the highly sophisticated geo-targeting proximity technology, it creates brand new customers for the merchants by connecting them with all the free members traveling in their area. Okay, let's take a look at this. Here's what happens when anyone that has the UBiz app travels within a 10-kilometer or 6.2-mile radius of the merchant. They're going to get pinged with discounts, specials, offers, or promos, photos, or whatever the merchant is advertising at the moment. This allows the merchant to target a whole new group of customers in their area. No one else offers this functionality. Okay, now as you can see, UBiz offers many more features for the consumer and the merchants, but we just wanted to highlight the simplicity and the power of the top 3 for you. Okay, free download, GPS and proximity, real-time advertising, share a collective experience live with your friends, permanent visibility for the merchants, proximity and geographical coverage, advertise in real time, optimization, scheduling, contact features so you can avoid the spam filters, targeted marketing, immediate results. UBiz is the app that everybody is going to download, period. So what does this state-of-the-art application cost the merchant who would otherwise need to have a 6-figure advertising budget? Get ready for this. $30 per day, not per week and not even per month. We're talking $30 a year as in 8 cents per day, which happens to make UBiz the most cost-effective form of advertising in the history of the $1.7 trillion advertising industry, again, for only 8 pennies a day. Guys, when you have a service that millions and millions of people worldwide will demand and use every day, then what you've done is you've positioned yourself in the right place at the perfect time to take advantage of that $1 trillion shift of wealth. Folks, we are talking about a very special opportunity here. This is an opportunity that is going viral around the world. Now, the word viral is a powerful word, and let me tell you why bizbiz.mobi and the UBiz app will become a viral phenomenon. Let's start off by talking about the strong reasons that make this a very definitive statement. First, let's share a little secret with you. Most mobile apps don't go viral at all. As a matter of fact, the majority of apps never get downloaded at all. Okay? The only reason why any app goes viral is it has to provide emotional and logical value to the point where people want to use the application every day of their life. Just like they use Facebook or their camera or the weather application to check the weather or their GPS, to get around. Okay? The reason why they will use UBiz is the same reason that they use those other applications, because it has an emotional attachment and value to them in their everyday life. Now, here's why bizbiz.mobi and the UBiz app will most certainly go viral. First of all, it's a geo-targeting proximity technical platform that for $30 a year allows all UBiz merchants the ability to generate more sales with their existing database and gain new customers. Okay, it also allows the free members to save money by taking advantage of all the discounts and promotions being offered by the merchants. Now, remember this really cool point. Every time a notification is pushed out to the UBiz members, it's coming from a real person or a real family who owns a real business. We're talking about the people we know. It's not one of the 50 million emails being sent to you from some data center downtown that's pumping out emails promoting some national chains discounts. Okay, this is a real app for real, with real value for real people. Now, additional reasons why this opportunity will go viral. Well, everyone gets mobile, they get advertising, and they get the mobile applications. Okay, it's clear to see. It's basically objection free, and there's no learning curve with downloading apps. Okay, people just download apps and they figure it out. There's so many of them that there's no training on downloading apps. Okay, so that's a cool point. It's a global business model built for speed, where the majority of people around the world can participate in. Why? We're talking about a one-time startup fee of $145 and a $35 monthly success pack to be active, which gives you 2 UBiz activation codes to sell every month. And of course, you can do as many as you wish. Lastly, the most successful leaders around the world are flocking to join our amazing mobile app global team of professional entrepreneurs. Why? For all the reasons mentioned, and because we equip all of our teammates with a self-directing training platform and powerful marketing system that's working for you 24/7, 365, and is second to no one in the industry. Now, let's talk about how easy it is to get started and how simple it is to earn income with this unique global opportunity. You're going to become an associate with BizBiz.Mobi, okay, for a one-time enrollment fee of $145, and you're going to receive 10 UBiz activation codes, which you can now sell for $30 each. You're going to collect $300, 10 codes at 30 equals $300. You just made $155 profit, and now you are off to a very fast start like the Roadrunner. By the way, you can sell these codes anytime you like. Now, here's the big question, so pay attention quickly. Do you think that in your first week using the MAG marketing system and training platform, which is an array of support systems like daily conference calls, live overview webinars, leadership training, and obviously the MAG marketing system, which is a marketing system that does 95% of the presenting for you and follow-up stuff. All right? Now, most people feel they could probably get this done in a week with these powerful tools, but let's say that you're really busy this week and it takes you the entire week to accomplish this. Well, here you go. Congratulations. There they are. Let's call it Bob and Mary. All right. Now, okay. So it's week 2. And let's keep this really simple. Do you think that your friends can do what you just did? Sure, they can. They're going to use the MAG training platform to their advantage and introduce BizBiz to their friends. And here they are. Bob and Mary got there too. So now you have a total of 6 in the group. So let's go ahead and move on. I want you to fasten your seatbelts because it's about to get crazy nuts, and I mean in a really good way. I'm going to show you what happens when we all do the same simple thing for the next 10 weeks. It's called exponential growth. And by the way, nobody does this alone. This is one big team effort where everyone uses the same support system and everyone does the exact same thing. Share the good biz news. Ready? Okay, here we go. Now we're going into week 3. We already went through 1 and 2. Now we're at week 3, so there's 8. Okay? Then you have week 4, 16, week 5, 32. Get it? Just simple math. Okay, let's continue. Week 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. You end up with 4,096 people. Okay, I know what you're saying. There's no way in the world that I can help 4,000 people. And of course you cannot. No one can. But look, the only thing everyone did was tap into the MAG training platform and use all the free information and support tools available to become an educated professional biz.mobi business owner and learn how to effectively invite people to watch the videos, webinars, and do three-way calls. And we helped only 2 people get started as associates in your first week. That's it. That's all you did. That's what anyone did. It's called duplication. Okay, here we go. So what does this simple example actually represent in potential earnings? Are you ready for this? $34,100 per week. Yes, that's over $1.7 million per year. Now, I know what you're thinking to yourself. What? Okay, I realize that for many of you, that's ridiculous, and I understand that. But think of it like this. If you failed this example by 90%, I mean, you only got 10% right. Wow, that would still be over $175,000 per year, which is not chump change, okay? Some doctors make that, all right? And if you fail this example by 99%, I mean, you only got 1% right. That's an extra $17,500 per year, my friends. Think of the impact that an extra $17,500 could have for your family this year. How about getting rid of the mortgage or the car payment or the student loan? How about a dream vacation? Folks, don't miss out on this next huge paradigm shift. I mean, it's important for you to understand that we're in the absolute beginning stage of something very special here, which leads us to a critical point for you: timing and positioning. See, timing and positioning has played a major part in many successful people's lives, including the lives of many millionaires and even billionaires. Hopefully you recognize this is a huge play for you, as we're currently in our pre-launch phase, which is the timeline before we officially go live into our soft launch into 123 countries around the world in December of 2014. Yes, that's right, into 123 countries. And the best part is you have the rare and unique opportunity to be one of the first members to join and secure your financial position in the BizBiz.Mobi corporate structure. Friends, I encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to this webinar presentation and find out how simple it is to simply lock down your position right now. Discover the lucrative compensation available through our dual team structure, the mega matching bonuses, the super center bonus, and our global revenue sharing bonus pools. We're talking about 7 generous ways to earn income, friends. It's simply the best available anywhere in the market today. And last, get your BizBiz.Mobi business off to a fast start by simply going to mobiappglobal.com. Right there, you're going to be able to plug into our team training and our marketing system. Here's a glance at our training site and marketing system. This is the front end. Let me show you how simple this is and how easy it's going to be for you to be able to be successful. You're going to send prospects to a page. They're going to put in their information. They're going to go watch a 4-minute video that really creates a lot of excitement. Then they're going to go over and watch either a live webinar or a recorded webinar replay, just like what you're watching right now. And guess what's going to happen? Just like you're getting ready to get back to the person that brought you to the webinar, our system that's coming out very shortly here will enroll them automatically on your unique page. Okay, the system will follow up with them, send them back to the recorded presentation, and invites them to the webinars live, okay, as well as following up and recorded. The system is doing a lot of heavy lifting for you. All you've got to do is get 2 people and teach them how to do the exact same thing. And if you duplicate that for 12 weeks, we're talking about a serious income, my friends. Now, I want to thank you for taking time to watch this presentation, and we look forward to helping you take your business all around the world. Welcome to our amazing team of global entrepreneurs. BizBiz.Mobi, we're global, we're mobile, and we are going viral. And with that, my friends, I'm going to come on back over to the Hangout. And we're back. All right. And all right, thank you guys so much for coming to the webinar tonight. How many people, by a show of hands or typing a Y for yes, are going to get back to the person that brought them to this webinar presentation? Great, awesome. Thanks, Bob. Thank you, Emilio. Fernando, Francis, Jason. All right, thank you. Michelle, thank you, Michelle. All right, guys. See, this is the power of the marketing and the webinar system that we have in place for you. Plug in, duplicate, invite people back tomorrow night. We're going to be here again at 9 o'clock. Bring a guest. Bring somebody. Simply invite them to the webinar, and we'll see you tomorrow.